Om Shanti. Good morning to all of you. Today we are reading the Murli dated 9th October 1971. Title of the Murli is Increase in the Service Through Powerful Attitude. Hope I'm audible to everyone. So let's see what Baba says in today's Murli about how powerful your attitude should be to increase your service in spirituality. With what aim has this gathering come together? The Baba is asking. With what aim has this gathering come together? There is, of course, benefit in gathering. But what is the aim of meeting together? Right now, we all who are here at present, why we have gathered over here? What is the aim behind that? The same way Baba is asking, have you thought of any new plans? This gathering is this gathering is of the most elevated souls and the souls who are close. Everyone's vision is on the souls who are close and elevated. So, the elevated souls have to think about how to bring greatness and newness into the gathering and into their service. So, whenever any other companies who are there, so when they want to bring any newness in their company or in their department, they gathered some of the higher powerful people. So they get their decisions, their views to make it something new for their betterment of their company. Same here, Baba says. So this gathering, so the elevated souls have to think about how to bring greatness and newness into the gathering and into their service. Newness means creating such easy yet powerful plan that souls are attracted from a distance by the power. Baba says, newness means creating such easy yet powerful plans, and that souls are attracted from a distance by that power. Like somebody has shown, we get really attracted with something easy. Like nowadays, in the companies, they offer one to one free, buy one, get one free. So people get attracted towards that. So here also, Baba says, make that kind of easy plans that people easily get attracted towards spirituality. Similarly, if there is an intense fire burning somewhere, you can experience its heat from a distance. You understand there's a fire there and you are attracted to it. In the same way, make your form and the form of service such that souls are attracted from a distance and come close. So increase your power so that others get attracted. Just as when something spreads into the atmosphere, its influence spreads for quite some distance. In the same way, all the yogis and the elevated soul should make their atmosphere so spiritual that that spirituality pulls other souls towards them. So make your spiritual power so powerful that you don't have to go to each and everyone, but they will come to you. What is the main method to create an atmosphere? Very powerful question. What is the main method to create an atmosphere? So Baba says, you have to create the atmosphere through your attitude. You have to create the atmosphere through your attitude, your views, how you think, what aim you create from your side. So the foundation of the atmosphere is your attitude. The foundation of the atmosphere is your attitude. Until you make your attitude powerful, there cannot be spirituality in the atmosphere. Until you make your attitude powerful, there cannot be spirituality in the atmosphere. This is a takeaway point for me. Not the expansion in service that you desire. So, unless you have a powerful attitude, there cannot be expansion in service. If the seed is powerful, the tree is also powerful. Attitude is the seed, and you can bring about progress in yourself and in service through that. So, attitude is the seed, and you can bring about progress in yourself and in service through that. Underline that. The basis of expansion is your attitude. For your attitude to become powerful, you have to fill it with just one thing. And what is that? Let there be mercy and benefit for every soul. So, to make yourself powerful, only one thing is important, and that is mercy for every soul. Be kind to everyone. By having this attitude of for all souls, your vibrations of mercy and benefit will ultimately reach those souls. So when you have your merciful attitude and which benefits others, automatically everyone will approach to you. Oh, this is really a merciful person. They would like to approach us. By having this attitude, for all souls, your vibration of mercy and benefit will automatically reach those souls. But how does the sound of the radio reach you? It catches the vibration in the atmosphere. It can hear it. The Baba says, how when you on the radio and through the frequency of that sound, it reaches you when you on the radio. Through the science, all of them can catch one another sound and can hear it. That is through the wireless, and this is through spiritual power. So, through wireless, how one can reach to another person the same way through spirituality. Though nobody is connected with you, they will approach you, they reach to you. This happens if your attitude is powerful. This happens only when your attitude is powerful. So, whatever vibrations are spread by your attitude, those souls will experience them as clearly as the sound of the radio is heard when you switch it on. Nowadays, you can catch the act as well as the sound very clearly through television. So, when you on the television, you can see the act of the person and as well as the sound of it. In the same way, you can now do a lot of service through attitude. Through a television or a radio station, that sound spreads so far into all direction from the one place. So, in the same way, there should be so much power in your attitude that the vibration should reach far into distance from wherever you may be sitting. However powerful your stage is, the vibration will reach that far. Right now, here we are all from different places, though still we have come together. In this way, to whatever extent each soul's attitude is powerful, that soul will attract other souls from all four directions. This service is now needed. Baba says the service is now needed all over the world. Like Madhuban is a powerful station. All throughout the world, people come over there because it has some magic powers. It has some powerful attitude to approach everyone to Madhuban. Words and attitude should go together. But what happens when you do service through your attitude? You do not use your words. And when you do service through words, power is lacking in your attitude. We see some people are very good in talk, but they may lack attitude sometimes. So, should it be? So, what should it be? Nowadays, in the cinema and on TV, they have the act and the sound at the same time. If you have this practice, that can be serviced through both words and attitude at the same time. By speaking too much, you're not able to make the atmosphere as powerful as you can through your attitude. The power of words alone only lasts for as long as they are personally in front of you or close to you. Attitude is more subtle than words, and so there's a greater influence from that which is subtle. There will be less influence through the gross form. So, as well as the gross power, there should also be subtle power. So, both the powers are needed, the gross power as well as the subtle powers. From both powers, the attitude should reveal something unique. When we hear the dadis, we can imagine both the powers in them. At present, there's not a great deal of difference visible. At present, there is not a great deal of difference visible. If both types of souls are present on one stage, the public should be able to see a great difference. You can imagine, like when singers are there on the stage, the powerful singer and the ordinary singer will just begin with the singing. You can make out a difference between both of them. Same way, if you observe this as a detached observer, are you able to see a great difference? When something is very powerful, it is not affected by other things. Here too, on a physical stage, if you have a powerful subtle stage, then no matter how powerfully others speak, they cannot influence the atmosphere. The powerful person cannot be get influenced by other influence by other things. There is a memorial of an arrow which had been shot. being broken and destroyed on its way. You can make the atmosphere powerful through your attitude. You can make the atmosphere powerful through your attitude. At present, in some cases, because your stage is not sufficiently powerful, there is the influence of other souls on your own stage and atmosphere. Why? What is the reason for this? The Baba is telling the reason for it. Because you are not able to spread a net of spirituality over other souls through your attitude. When you want to catch a particular soul, you have to surround him in such a way that he is not able to escape. When the net of spirituality is thrown into the atmosphere through your attitude, no soul is able to escape from the spiritual attraction. People are used to see miracles these days, and so you now need to do such service. You need to get some magical powers, or your views should be such powerful that you should attract another person. So everyone thinks that someone should show some miracles, but instead of miracles, here you have to show wonders. They have miracles through occult powers, whereas you people show wonders through your attitude. Now, people should definitely experience some specialty from whoever shows wonders. However, what happens instead is that in some cases, you note the temporary influence of souls and see how they do certain things and how they speak. Because your vision is drawn elsewhere, the force of your own authority weakens. This is a very subtle law. You have promised that you will only have the one in your attitude. You will only listen to one, only see one, and only think about one and none other. If you allow the influence of other souls on your intellect, what happens? It breaks your link in a subtle way. The moment you shift your vision, your views, in another person, you break your own powers. In the beginning, you were the intoxicated beggars and wandering yogis. You were very powerful in revealing the power of your knowledge. Because of your having that power, the first creation was powerful. The Baba here is talking about Satyug. The people in Satyug were very powerful. Is the creation now has power as the first creation? No matter how much zeal there is now, the creation now is not so powerful as the first creation was. Day by day, you are becoming more experienced in knowledge. But do you also still have the powerful stage that existed from the beginning? Do you have that fearlessness? Do you have those words of authority that they had in the beginning? For answer to all this question, we shall have it in the second part of the Murli. that will be conducting on Monday. Till that now, we'll stop here and for a few moments we'll reflect on the points of the Murli and we shall come back to it. Let's have a few moments in silence and reflect the points of the Murli. Om Shanti. We can unmute ourselves and we can chant the points of the Murli. Yes, what's the aim of this gathering here at right now?
Om Shanti, beautiful Murli, emphasizing on the power of attitude. Baba says that attitude is a seed, and if the seed is powerful, the entire expansion, the tree, is also powerful. So the key is the attitude, and which can bring about progress in life and progress in service through that. So, and for that, the two important ingredients which the takeaway for me is the mercy for every soul and benefit for every soul. If there is a mercy, then I will look at the benefit for every soul, and accordingly, my every act on this, considering that it's on the stage, my every act will be with great. It will attract everyone, and that's what the Baba expects from either soul.
Yes, Om, very true about it.
Oh, Shanti sister. Today's Murli, Baba explaining about the newness in the Seva. Newness means creating such an easy yet powerful plan that souls are attracted from distance by that power. For this, Baba shows the example of Mother. In the same way, souls in distance should be attracted and come close. So, all the easy yogis and elevated souls should make their atmosphere so spiritual that the spirituality pulls the other soul towards them. This point I noted. So,
Yes, very nice. Same here, even this group here, usually when we have brought up this group, we also thought of something newness in this group. So we would also like to contribute your views and this for this group and bring something newness to this group so that we can move progress in it.
Om Shanti.
Yes.
Um, I just yeah, I would like to add on to that um, attitude that Baba talked about today. You can, Baba said that service take place through attitude. So just like Baba said this example, through television and radio, sound spreads so far away in all distances, right, from one place. So similarly, by having powerful attitude that vibrate all around, and that vibration attracts souls. So so the service takes place through this our powerful vibrations. So in order to keep our attitude is, I think, having powerful churning and remembrance of Baba. So this is one takeaway for me. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Very nice. The vibration should create our spiritual vibration create a wireless message in the atmosphere so that others can attract it toward us.
Thank you.
Shanti sister, good morning. Baba says we have to be clear. He was comparing the transmission of five vibrations to the radio transmission. So the radio transmission occurs and affects everyone only when it is clear. So we have to be very clear at our mind who we are and what are we thinking. That clarity inside us alone can actually make others influence because our vibrations would transmit to them only then. My take home message is I should be clearer every minute, every second, so that whatever I am transmitting, I know it clearly and others also experience the same. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Yes, Vinod, very true.
Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti.
Attitude which Baba speaks about, he speaks it even when he says, when a creation of a samskar, he says how vritti is so important. I may have very good visions in my mind and my actions may be, which comes later. But what is that which really makes my action rewarding or result oriented? It depends upon the bent of my mind. Yesterday, Baba said, your mind is like a camera, and how I can really take out lovely pictures, develop them, and all. And today, he's emphasizing the power of the mind because it is the mind which is important. I may have a very good vision, but what I want to do, what is my aim, what is my purpose? So here Baba saying, if your attitude has got that kalyankari, then it will be powerful, then it can be spirituality. That is why he's saying it's the seed. Even though Baba starts from drishti and all, it is this attitude which changes the latter part of growth of a samskar in me. So if what I should water it, what is that which I should really make others get attracted, like the moth runs to the flame? What attitude of mine should I see so that the people see only spirituality and get attracted? Or if it's not working, what newness should I create? I think it's like every day Baba is making my mind as a laboratory to just keep changing, keep changing. Now, okay, tomorrow the atmosphere may be still worse. How powerful should I be? Do I get bogged down? This is what I think every day I have to check my attitude. Start with a nice positive attitude, grow, make it grow with all the maryadas, and then in the end, check, was my attitude powerful?
Wonderful, Girjapan. Yes, and that attitude in the morning begins with the Amrit Vela. How Amrit Vela is you make yourself powerful and how you end the day. Yes, anybody else would like to speak? Yes, Bharti Ben, Vimish Bhai, Praful Bhai, Rakhi Ben, what newness and greatness do you see?
Om Shanti.
Om
Sis-
Shanti.
Sister, I still need to know some more yuktis or techniques to stop missing Amrit Vela. If it has become a tendency to miss it again and again. So, what kind of willpower I need to develop, especially for that?
Yes, anybody can reply how she can bring newness or bring more better way to perform the Amrit Vela for her.
Oh,
Just
Shanti
to
sister.
experience. Yes,
Go ahead, brother.
Girija. Girija, Didi, please go ahead, please.
First of all, I feel when, especially when I was new, the thought that I have missed that Amrit Vela, that feeling as if I've lost a purse or wallet and all that should go away from my mind. Who's that person with whom I'm going to meet? Arey, he's my father. So what? Today, if I'm not there, tomorrow I will get up. That try like a spider. I should first that feeling, that sadness. Oh, I missed my Amrit Vela. I should remove it from there. I know we are all not perfect. A, the body. B, tiredness. See, a kind of slackness and laziness, no aimless, and all comes in mind. So, for a few days at least, not to get that feeling, instead to say, what? Today I got up at 4:15. What was I doing from 4 to 4:15? And that man was waiting outside over there for me. He was knocking on my door. That kind of a visual. That's how I used to create. Slowly, it will come. It has to come because he's yours and he's waiting. Like yesterday, even Baba said in the Vardhan, put your hand in mine, put your burden in mine. So earlier I used to get a guilty feeling because they used to ask us raise hands and all in the center. I remember I say, Baba, it's very funny. What is this? Somebody else is coming and checking my meeting with you. So that feeling, once that feeling comes, then check your timetable. Check what is happening in the night. Maybe a mobile, maybe a late show, maybe something with your system which is not working. So if you're insistent, you want to make Amrit Vela, cut that. What is important? That particular action, or you're meeting this person who's saying, I'm going to give you this, I'm going to give you this. Thirdly, you're the only one he's asking. And everyone in the world, he's not coming. He's saying, I'm coming down now because later I'll be very busy with all the devotees and all. Please, my children, get up, my children, and all. And I used to play that Amrit Vela, that song, the way he's begging. And I used to imagine Brahma Baba coming and waking up his children. I think all this will work because it should work. And not to feel bad and all. If not, then whatever time I'm getting up, okay, Baba, come and sit with me. See, it is Amrit Vela in the US now. Come and sit with me. I think I used to work and now there's no guilt and all. I automatically get up. It's just my way of approach. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Gurjaban, for giving such a wonderful suggestions. Yes, Bharti, I hope you must have received the reply the way
Yes,
you can.
Om
yes,
Shanti. I would like to add on to what Girijavan just mentioned. Okay. I was going through this challenge of managing Amrit Vela schedule time and had gone in that space of blaming myself that I'm not able to get up. But what really worked for me was before going to bed, affirming with Baba that wake me up at the scheduled time, whichever works. Someday I used to wake up at 3:45, someday it was at 4 o'clock. But one thing which I said to myself was not to get into the space of guilt. And it was not easy, and it's still not very easy for me to sit for half an hour, 45 minutes, the same posture. So whether it is being with Baba's songs or listening to an Avyak Murli or reading the Avyak Murli myself or just talking to Baba in silence for a few minutes before taking up these swamans for the day and reflecting on the swamans. Now it has been an auto drive for me. It's been set in my biological clock at 3:45, whether there is alarm or no alarm. My eyes opens up and I sit for Amrit Vela. And this has been a ritual from last more than a month now. It's been continuous. That has worked for me. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Rakib.
Om Shanti.
Shanti.
I'm using one technique. I'm using night 8 o'clock to morning 8 o'clock. Keep silence and also never interact with anyone. And also, I'm nighttime. I'm 7 o'clock. I finish my dinner. This is my technique I'm using. It's very helpful for me. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Sindhuben.
Yeah, Om Shanti. Just adding on to this point, definitely taking a light dinner helps in getting a good quality of Amrit Vela and also timely waking up for the Amrit Vela. And during the night, if we do a pota meal, we just, whether we are able to write in a diary or if you don't get the time to write in diary, at least converse with Baba one on one, Rurihan, and while retiring for sleep also, when you're lying down, you just speak to Baba and remember Baba while you are just about to go to sleep. Then automatically morning you will be fresh and you wake up and uh, 10 beyond 10 we should not be awakened as far as possible. Uh, 10 matlab bas. This one of the teacher told me 4 matlab tayar and 10 matlab bas. So early morning 4 means we should be ready. And if you are feeling some sleep kind of thing, take a, you know, do the toothbrush and toothpaste to brush your teeth and uh, have 1 glass of warm water, lukewarm water, and then sit and talk to Baba, feel him. The more you feel, the more you will uh, be one with him. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Hombai. Very nice. Char means tayar and das means bus. Giving this point of to start with the day.
Sister, I can't get what is the charges.
Char means at the 4 o'clock, you usually need to get ready at that time. Thus is the time to end the day. And so you should sleep early as possible.
Thank you, sister.
And generally, what I've experienced is, sister, that the kind of distraction or the Maya will attack the soul only at around the 10, beyond 10, So endeavor should be just go to sleep. Just go to sleep, forget everything, give the burdens, everything, whatever the day's dealings, just, tell Baba and be very light, double light, and just go to sleep. And without thinking of any kind of thoughts other than Baba. That really works and really energizes the Amrit Vela. I hope.
Yes.
Agree with you, Bhai, on this. 10 o'clock, after 10 o'clock, the Maya attacks, and one technique that worked for me on this is to switch off the mobile data and stop looking at the screen. And it had been a challenge for me. In between, by default, I may go back and see the screen. But a conscious practice and consistently being there to switch off the mobile data is something which has worked for me. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, sister. I will say something about my experience. When I came to Nyan, that time I was working. I told to Baba, I will not do Amrita at 5 o'clock. I told to Baba, you wake up me at 5 o'clock. So every day I feel, and Baba call me in my ear, Radha, get up, it's 5 o'clock, in my Laukik father voice. More than 3 months I experienced. Baba daily wake up me at 5 o'clock. Then I resign my job. Now I am doing 3:30. I will start my Abhasa function.
Sister, I just want to add one thing. It also depends on the way of upbringing. Like for us, being Brahmins, they'll say no bed after 6 o'clock in the morning. Everything used to be pulled off. We used to be pulled from our beds. And for me, that 6, then it became 5. Then our parents, they used to get up early in the morning. So when Amrit Vela was there, it became like a guide. Somebody is already there sitting in some front of some God, a kind of a practice. Like if you want to train your child to go to the church, take him every day at least to the church step. So that kind of a thing also worked, I think, for me. Oh, when my parents get up early in the morning and they're doing all this, maybe there is my Baba also will give something. And also during Amrit Vela, earlier, I just used to talk to Baba. But I found that was just making me light. That was not making me volcanic. That was not making me powerful. Then I came down to, nowadays we have these bhattis, yoga thing and all. I picked up a few swaman, as somebody said. I will tell Baba, promise something, and then Baba promises me something. Okay, I will do this for you. Okay, I'll do this for you. And both of us, that's a nice meeting. I think one should really go in through Murlis and this and all to find out various ways to make it entertaining and lovely and powerful. Om Shanti.
Thank you so much. Yes, Rakiban, would you like to share something?
Now we can move on to meditation. Before that, you can do the announcement for tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow is Sunday. Arif Bhai from Abu Dhabi is going to conduct the Murli Manthan session. And the topic of the Murli, Murli Manthan with focus on spiritual love. So he'll be taking the Murli points from the Murli that we have read through this week. So to one and all, let's go through these Murlis so that we can churn the Murli points and do the Manthan with Arif Bhai tomorrow, same time at 5 a.m. So we shall keep a silence and reflect the points of the Murli for a minute, and then we can end the session. Om Shanti to everyone. Thank you for the beautiful churnings. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Till that time, have a wonderful day.